The stars were fading when Elias opened his eyes. The field that once burned with the silver glow of Elora's ship was quiet now, washed in the pale dawn light. For the first time in months, he didn't wake to pain or uncertainty. He woke to purpose. The dream of Elora's voice still lingered in his mind like a soft echo whispering, "The light never dies. It only travels." Those words guided him ever since she had vanished back into the cosmos. But tonight something had changed. The air itself felt alive. He stood, the earth humming faintly beneath his feet, and a ripple of warmth passed through his chest, as if the light she left within him was awakening again. He walked toward the hill where they once met. The wind carried a low hum, resonant, almost musical. He felt the vibration pulse through his ribs, and in that moment, he knew Elora was trying to reach him. The sky shimmered faintly with threads of energy. When he blinked, they flickered like auroras, forming brief symbols that reminded him of her ship's markings. He whispered her name, "Elora," and the wind responded with 1,000 tiny motes of golden dust swirling upward. Then a voice, not from around him, but within, answered softly, "Elias, the path isn't over yet. The light has one more journey." He froze. Her voice felt close, real, alive. "Where are you?" he asked aloud. "Between your world and mine," she replied. "The fracture that began when the healers touched your world has widened. The energy that once healed is now unstable. You must come where I am, or both our worlds will fade." The horizon trembled. A thin tier of blue light stretched across the early sky, slowly widening. Birds scattered, and the hum deepened into a low, cosmic chord. That was when he saw it, the small pendant she gave him, glowing beneath his shirt. It pulsed faster, brighter, until it burned hot against his chest. He held it in his palm and whispered, "Show me the way." Instantly, the world around him blurred. The air folded inward, and his surroundings became fluid, shifting like ripples on a lake. Then everything shattered into light. When he awoke, he was floating in a corridor of starlight. Space itself twisted in graceful arcs, endless but welcoming. Before him, distant figures moved, some familiar, some radiant and strange. One stepped forward. Elora. Her form flickered slightly, more luminous than before, her eyes a deep violet glow. "You crossed the veil," she said softly. "I didn't think you could." He smiled faintly. "I didn't think I'd ever see you again." She touched his face, her hand passing through like mist but leaving warmth behind. "You shouldn't have been able to, but the light chose you." She led him through a vast hall of shifting constellations. Each star seemed to whisper with memory, voices of healers, travelers, dreamers. "These are echoes," she said, "fragments of every world the healers ever touched. Every cure, every kindness, every loss leaves a mark on the cosmic current. The fracture we felt, it began here." She stopped before a sphere of pure radiance cracked like glass. From within, faint screams echoed, human, alien, and something beyond both. "The fracture is devouring timelines," Elora explained. "When we healed too much, too fast, we disrupted the balance between pain and growth. Your world's timeline began to unravel the moment we cured you." Elias stared in horror. "Then my healing caused this?" She shook her head gently. "No. Your healing revealed what was already breaking." They stood in silence as the stars trembled around them. Elias reached out, touching the sphere's fractured light. Visions surged through him, cities dissolving into dust, planets turning into echoes, civilizations trapped between seconds. "There must be a way to fix it," he said. Elora's eyes softened. "There is, but it will demand everything." She opened her palm and a shard of pure luminescence appeared, the same essence that once lived in her heart. "This is the origin of the healer's light. If we return it to the source beyond the veil, the fracture will heal. But the path there crosses the edge, the place where time ends." Elias took her hand. "Then we go together," she smiled sadly. "If we do, only one of us can return." He looked into her glowing eyes. "You once healed me when I was dying. Let me do this for you." She shook her head. "No, Elias, you are the bridge. If you vanish, the connection between our worlds ends forever." He hesitated, torn between love and duty. Then faint laughter drifted through the cosmic air, the voices of other healers guiding them forward. "Then we go as one," he whispered. They entered the path of edges where gravity broke apart and light flowed upward like rivers in reverse. Time dilated. Every step showed Elias visions of his own life, from childhood to the moment he first saw her. Elora's form flickered more each moment, her energy merging with the path. "We're close," she breathed. Ahead, a vast horizon of white flame waited. The source. Its brightness was unbearable. Elias shielded his eyes, but she took his hand and guided him closer. "Listen," she said. The flame whispered their names, not in sound, but in memory. Elias, Elora, fragments of one story, bound by choice. They reached the heart of the source. Elora turned to him, her eyes filled with tears of light. "This is where I must let go." "No," he said, gripping her hand tighter. "We finish this together," she smiled. "Then remember me as light, not loss." With that, she pressed the shard into the core. The entire realm exploded in radiance. Elias screamed her name, but the sound was drowned by the roar of creation. The cracks healed. The stars steadied. The hum softened into silence. Then everything went black. When Elias awoke again, he was lying in the same field where it all began. The pendant around his neck was gone, replaced by a small beam of light etched into his skin. The sky was peaceful, the morning quiet. He rose slowly, tears blurring his eyes. He looked upward. For a brief instant, among the clouds, he saw her, Elora, smiling, dissolving into starlight. "The light never dies," her voice whispered. "It only travels." Years later, Elias became known as the Keeper of Light. He taught others to heal, not with technology, but with compassion, empathy, and hope. Every night he would stand beneath the stars, whispering her name, feeling her warmth through the glow etched in his chest. The fracture never returned. The healers vanished from the skies, but humanity began to awaken, to understand that light was never out there, but always within. On the last night of his life, Elias closed his eyes and felt the hum return, the same hum that once called him to her. The beam on his chest glowed brighter, and the world filled with gentle light. Somewhere beyond the veil, Elora waited, smiling as he stepped across once more. Two souls, one promise, reunited beyond time, beyond pain, beyond the light. And as the stars watched, their story became legend. The healers, the fracture, the love that transcended galaxies, all whispered into the wind, carried across the universe to every soul still searching for meaning. The message was simple: the light never dies. It only travels from one heart to another, across eternity. YouTube title, SEO friendly. Beyond the Light. Sci-fi cosmic love story of Elias and Elora, Episode 4. Description, simple, SEO ready. In this emotional sci-fi cosmic drama, Elias crosses the veil to find Elora once more. Together they face the source of all light, and the truth about love, healing, and destiny. A story of sacrifice, hope, and reunion beyond the stars.